What is up, guys? Welcome back. Another episode here of Bass and Furious. So, my Bass and Furious friends, I'm doing the live stream again. I'm coming on a little bit later today, but I won't be here for too long. So, I'm only going to be here for a little while. I got some stuff I got to do and then call it a day. And I actually have to work a full long day tomorrow. So, we're going to try to get into this. And I appreciate you guys coming into this chat, guys and ladies. I appreciate you coming into the chat, into the stream. Looking forward to having you guys here. And let's talk. Let's talk about fishing, pro staff, and sponsors. Let's talk a little bit about it. I'd love to get you guys' opinion on it, your take on it, but at the same time, I'm going to try to see if I can provide some insight here as to pro staff and sponsors. So the title says, "Is it worth it?" That's the question I'm asking everyone. Is it worth it? And we just won't beat around the bush. Like I said, I won't be here too long for today. So, um, is it worth it? Well, the correct answer is it depends. Because to be honest with you, if you're going to partner with or rep a company, it's going to require some work. It's going to require some effort. You can't just say you're part of the team and then just hope for a discount and never do anything to try to promote the product or help. Ideally, you wouldn't ask to be a pro staff. Hey, Fishing with Tanner. Ideally, you wouldn't ask to be on a pro staff or get sponsored by a company that you don't fully believe in. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up button, Fishing with Tanner. Be sure to check out his channel. Um, Ideally, you wouldn't be asking to be a part of a company if you didn't believe in that company and what they stood for and believe in their product. So, with that being said, if you choose to or decide to go the route of getting a sponsor or pro staff, you just got to be prepared to work for that particular company and to try to occasionally evaluate what you do, what you bring to the table, and kind of see where things need to go. Um, is it worth it? I would say starting out, no, absolutely not. If you're starting out in fishing, just getting going in fishing, don't. My advice to you would be if you just started with fishing, don't look for a sponsor. Don't look for a pro staff. Don't look for any of that. Just focus on catching fish. Because the reality is, if you catch fish and you share your pictures and you're winning tournaments and you're doing really well because you know how to catch fish, you learn the actual craft of fishing, the phone calls are going to come. You have to be able to network and market yourself. They don't just magically just pop up and be like, oh, I heard this guy was catching fish out in Pennsylvania. Let me go sign him up on my team. Like, it doesn't really work that way. They got to know you're in Pennsylvania. They got to know you're catching fish. You got to put yourself on a scale where people can actually see about you. But they're only going to see or hear about you if you're catching fish. So the main key on that is if you're catching fish, one, and if you're marketing yourself. Um, as somebody that can do something for a company. So, for example, as you guys can see, I'm rocking my Omega Custom Tackle gear. Now, when I first started catching fish or fishing, I didn't even fish jigs. Okay, I didn't catch fish on jigs. I wasn't really good at fishing jigs. It wasn't really my thing, my deal. Like jig fishing wasn't really my thing. So, for me to look for a jig company to be an ambassador or pro staff with didn't make any sense. I don't fish with jigs. Why Oh yeah. They'll definitely check out your YouTube. So I'll kind of get into that part. I'll be able to get to that here in just a second. But for fishing, when it comes to it, again, like I said, for me, when you're going to be a partner with a company, it makes no sense to partner with a company you don't believe with, something you can't even fish with. You just see them and you just want to say you have a pro staff. You guys would not believe the amount of requests some of these companies get from your average guy who just caught a fish yesterday, who's like, I need you to send me 3 free rods because I caught a fish using your rod and I want you to sponsor my Elite Series trail. And they just started fishing 2 weeks ago. You'd be surprised at the amount of these requests some of these companies get. They've heard it all, they've seen it all. Really, what motivates them to kind of work with people? Either they're like an upstart and they just want to get their product to everybody, so they really don't care. They'll give everybody 20% off because it means 20% off of 100% means someone's buying something that wasn't going to buy anything before. So they'll give everybody 20%. 20% for you. You get 20%. You get 20% because they just want to get their product in everybody's hands. They want you to share some pictures and then they're going to grow. So a lot of companies you see that start here, get their products to a bunch of people, then they go here. If their products are legit, they go here. And then if their products are really legit and people start winning with them, then they go way up here. Then they're not calling anybody anymore. Once they get up here, they're only calling you if you're at the top of the top. When they're down here, they'll send it to everybody. Everybody that rock with them from here to here, they'll still rock with you if you still rock with them. When they get up here, they ain't fooling with you no more. Unless if they'll fool with you if you're still rocking with them, but they're not like out here hungry looking for people. Oh, cool, man. I got my the other guy was in here the other day. AJ, he makes some Senkos himself. I've had multiple people reach out to me personally to say, "Hey, I'm trying to make some baits. I'm trying to start a company. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that." Like, those are great ideas, especially if you're young and trying to get things going. Even if you're old and trying to get things going, older trying to get things going, that is a great idea because that's huge. To be able to do it for yourself. A lot of these guys you see too, you think they're like fishing all this and doing all that. Um, hey, see Noah's Fishes. What's up? Hello, hello. A lot of the guys, you feel like they're doing that, and then you talk to a guy, was it Tom something? Mansour, Tom Mansour. He just makes his own jigs. There's a lot of guys out here. Cliff Prince, I think it is, Pace, one of these. They just paint and make their own lures. They don't go to anybody for any lures. It's kind of crazy. But to go back for a sponsor, so like I said, is it worth it? It's worth it in a sense, but the main goal, what I want to say to everybody, if you're starting angling, you're in angling, you're doing good, the main goal is to be to focus on catching fish. Land fish, consistently land fish, dial in, byproducts, land fish, byproducts, land fish. Find the fish, the products that catch you the most fish. Fish the crap out of them. Fish them all the way that you possibly can. Understand that product in and out. Do your research on that product in and out. If you still, after catching a bunch of fish, the stuff still holds up, is doing really well, then fire off that pro staff email and say, hey, I'd love to be on your pro staff. I'd love to work with you guys. What can I do to work with you guys? So do it that way first. Fish the snot out of these products. Make sure that they're legit. Make sure you believe in them. Because what happens is, if you do the shiny object syndrome, ooh, I like this, I want to buy it. You buy it, you fish it, you sign up and immediately sign up for the pro staff. They send you a bunch of stuff. You fish with it. You lose a 6 pounder on it, fishing their crap because the hook bent out, or you like their jerk baits of some random guy you saw, twitch paws, and somehow the thing breaks and gets water in it. Now you're pro staff for that company. Now you got to go backwards and be like, hey, I know I said I wanted to rep you guys, but your products suck. Now you've now developed a bad deal. They don't want to deal with you. Who knows who they know in the industry? Hey, we signed this guy up and he started bashing us on Instagram after we sent him 10 free things. Like, you want to make sure, and I can't stress that enough, to make sure that you understand, you know the company, you understand things are going to happen. Not every single jig you buy, the hook is going to be like perfect and work forever 20 years later. Like, you have to understand, like, products are products. Even if you buy your brand new Maserati, at some point that sucker's going to need an oil change and a tire rotation, right? Like, you can't sit there and be like, oh, I spent 100,000, it should never break. Like, no, it's going to break, and you're probably going to have to find some exclusive one person that services Maseratis out in West Virginia, New Mexico somewhere, to try to like, understand, like, what you're getting. You're going to pay for it. You're going to have to, it's something may or may not go right. That's why it's important to build relationships. Like, buy the people's products, like Maserati, buy the people's products, fish with the people's products, fully understand them, how certain things can change, how this can happen, how that can happen. Then reach out to them and say, hey, I'd like to rep your company. I'd like to understand your company. For example, Rod Glove came out, right? Rod Glove came out. Everybody was like, oh, I got to get a Rod Glove. Then Wu Tungsten came out with rod covers. Hey, I got to get a Wu Tungsten rod cover. And then TRC covers comes out. Oh, I got to get a TRC cover. But you're pro staff for Rod Glove. Now you want to buy a TRC because it has a thing at the top that, like, stops the hard part at the top that stops your tip from breaking. But now you're locked in with Rod Glove when all you had to do was patiently wait a little bit. Saving 20% ain't worth locking into a 3-year deal with one of these companies and then having the product not work the way you want it to work. Do your research, do your homework, put those pieces together, and then reach out to them. For example, I'll even go through a scenario I did today. I had a buddy tell me about some baits. I was like, cool, I like the baits, I'm gonna check them out. So I said, okay, I'm gonna check them out. Oh, okay, understood. So I was like, I'll check them out. So they have a place right on there where you can apply to be a pro staff. Just send your, like, YouTube link, tell them about your Instagram followers. More than likely, they may try to work with you to a certain extent. I saw it. I was like, my buddy swears by him. I should probably just go ahead and click on and do this. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I link up with this hard bait company for their baits, and then I get on the water and I'm fishing the big bass tour in a month. I'm fishing the big bass tour in a month. I got like 3 tournaments lined up. If I get out there and I'm fishing these 3 tournaments and I want to throw a Rapala DT6, I'm on a big stage now. If I'm throwing a Rapala DT6 and I get to the weigh-in and say I caught this fish on a Rapala DT6, and I just signed a deal with another hard bait company for like 3 years to only throw their crankbaits and their jerk baits, but I don't know them well enough, why would I do that? Now I'm setting myself up for failure. Now I got to get on the stage and I got to lie and say that I caught them on their bait? No, I'm going to say what bait caught me to fish. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to leave myself that opportunity. I'm going to leave it open to where that opportunity is actually there. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to be locked in. And then once I find a company that makes all the baits that I want, then we're going to sound on some dots. Then we're going to make something happen. And then I'll just lock in with that company, and then I just ride the wave when I ride the wave. So I have some companies that I do work with. Omega Custom Tackle. It's the only jig I'm throwing. It's the only thing I'm going to throw out there. I'm of course going to mix in some other stuff because I got to 100%. You can represent a company, but you got to make sure that company stay on top of their game. So Omega's been on top of their game, innovating. Hey, oh, appreciate that. Oh, fishing with turbo. That sounds cool. I haven't heard of that. That sounds pretty cool. So Omega, I know they're an innovative company. They make their leaders of that company are on top of their game. They stay in tune with the fishing industry. They talk to anglers on a regular basis. So they go above and beyond. So I know that. But we're always gonna explore different things. We're always gonna check out different products because honestly, I can take away something from some newer products, some other products that come out. I make and bring that to the table. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm just saying, it's a lot of guys, man. They'll be like 15, 16, be like, oh, I want to be pro staff. And you look at their Instagram and it says pro staff of this, pro staff of this, pro staff of this, pro staff of this. You save 20% on some Senkos. Like, is that really worth it to throw one brand of Senko that you literally just started fishing with like a month or two ago? Come on, guys. Like, me, I signed up for Berkeley Cast for Cash. It said Berkeley, sign up for Berkeley Cast for Cash. I tried it for the program, and to be honest, the fish I caught when I won money in the Big Bass Tour last year, 2 years ago, when I won money in the Big Bass Tour, came on a Berkeley lure. So for me, that Berkeley lure had significance because it made me money in a tournament. It able to take my family out to eat dinner at a nice place. Like, we had a good time thanks to Berkeley and that particular lure. Me putting it in the right place, which goes back to my first point about finding fish. Learn how to fish before you start calling these companies. But I haven't lately. I have definitely considered it. It's definitely something I'm going to do. I just can't catch fish, nice quality fish, consistently enough from the locations I can get to easily enough to where I want to. Because I don't want to hop in there with a 10-pound limit. I really want to. I want to go for it, but I don't live or go enough to the places that got the big fish. The fish you see me posting is like few and far between. Like once a quarter, I catch like a pretty big fish. But for me, Berkeley had a significance. Hey, what's up, Puerto Rico in the house? Again, appreciate you coming in the stream. If you're in the stream, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let people know. Share it out on your Twitter, your YouTube community page. Let people know we talking about fishing. We talking about the most important topic that everybody want to talk about: pro staff and sponsors. That's what everybody want to know about, and I'm trying to help you out. I'm young in the fishing industry. I just started in this deal. I'm not an expert, but I definitely have learned. I've definitely took some bumps and bruises as it relates to sponsors, just directly to sponsors. Tourney X, yeah, Tourney X. I've definitely looked into that because I see that a lot of kayak ones do Tourney X. But I've definitely had some bumps and bruises when it comes to sponsors and getting on the big stage and then not quite having the right stuff. I've had to have these conversations with companies to be like, hey, we give you this thing. Why are you using this? Why are you doing this? Like, I've had these conversations, and that's not a pleasant conversation to have. You really just want to fish. Like, so if, for example, take Hugs, yes, Puerto Rico in the house. Hugs for everyone. Awkward, but I love hugs. See, that's no good. Instagram is at Bass and Furious. Bass and Furious. Check me out on Instagram. It's at Bass and Furious. I appreciate that. Look at that. Link up. If you see someone in the stream, you don't follow on YouTube, you haven't watched any of the videos, check out their videos, subscribe to their channel. Yeah, see, so Fishing with Tanner, what you mentioned about Strike King, see, that right there is more important to me. Building a relationship with a company and relationship with a company. Man, I'm sorry, I couldn't catch that comment. Yeah, building a relationship with a company. That way you can, you guys can work together. Like, you guys grow together. They see your value. They see what you're worth. Oh, what up, Chance? What up, Chance? Season is right around the corner, buddy. Get them. Let's see. Well, matter of fact, I'll do that just for you. Tomorrow night, I'll do a tips video. We'll just talk tips on how to catch some of these spring bass, these pre-spawn giant fish, the ones we've all been waiting for. We've all been waiting year long for this. Content creators, people trying to make a following. I think that definitely plays a role in it. I think it definitely plays a role in it, especially if you're trying to grow, you're trying to build a brand. So you guys know me. My name's Ty. I'm just a regular guy. I sell insurance. I play music. I have a family. That's me. But in the fishing world, I'm trying to build a brand, which is Bass and Furious. That's my brand. Like I have my logo. I have my website. I have my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Tumblr. I have these things that I'm trying to build. Like I'm trying to build an actual brand of like Bass and Furious. But I want the next step for me, and I'm already working on it. You guys don't even know about it yet, but it's coming very soon. The next step for me would be something like that. Hey, Ron, see you. Hey, Ron. Yeah, see, so that's the thing. When you add in sponsors, when you add in pro staff, then yes, it does turn from where you just go out and catch fish on whatever you feel like catching them that day to, and now it turns into, oh, I better make sure I caught them on this bait, or I better make sure I caught them on this bait, or even if I didn't catch them on that bait, I better take my other bait out of their mouth, switch it with the other bait, put that in, then take the picture, then share the picture. Now, like you said, Ron, for you, it ain't fun no more now, because now you can't just throw that DT6. Now you have to throw, for example, take the Bassmaster Classic. Look at Hank Cherry. He was throwing that Mega Bass, but he's not with Mega Bass, if I understood Mega Bass correctly, because they came out with a post that said they had an undisclosed bait. Hank Cherry's supposed to be throwing whatever. It makes sense for Hank Cherry, the jerkbait fisherman that only throw jerkbaits, to link up with like a Mega Bass, but I don't know. I didn't even know who he was linked with at this time. I just saw Mega Bass come out and be like, "Hey, he's throwing out our bait." Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate those thumbs up. I appreciate you guys hopping in the stream. But for example, like, and a lot of things now you can't hide anymore if you're, because all of the fishing stuff is live. So this pro staff thing becomes like legit. If you start fishing like FLW or like these tour level top-notch events, you can't hide no more. You cannot throw a DT6 in Ike's Demon color and then come back and tell us all that you wanted throwing a shaky head. Like, you can't do that anymore. When you flip it out there, I saw it. I'll slow it down. I'll put it on 0.25 and I'll watch it again. I will see exactly what you threw. You can't come back to the end of the weigh-in and be like, oh, hold, you know how people always take the picture and they hold up their two baits that just so happen to be their sponsor baits? But I saw the live stream and they maybe caught one fish on this worm and maybe caught one fish on this crankbait. Yes, they did catch it, but what did they actually throw to get the thing? Yes, from Virginia. It's tough to hide now. You can't hide now. Everything's on YouTube. You can go back and watch it on YouTube. I can watch the live stream. I can go back and watch 7 hours of Bassmaster Live. I can tell you what you was throwing. There's the live mix. Even when you think we're not watching, there's still a camera on you somehow, and I'm still seeing what you did. So, pro staff, sponsors, it comes with the territory if you want to get from here to here. So if you want to be the local weekend angler, really no need to worry about pro staff or sponsors unless like you have a buddy. He starts a company, starts making crankbaits. Link up with him. Fish his crankbaits. Spread the word about your buddy's crankbaits. Hop on your buddy's pro staff. Spread the word. Let's have. It's the same thing we're doing right now. We're all growing. So hop on your buddy's pro staff. He sends you some baits. You pay him for a few. He sends you some baits. Y'all work together. Y'all grow. You help grow his brand. If you got a YouTube, you get your content out there, and then you're good. It is tough to find big bass here. No, it's tough to find big bass here unless where you go. So if you go to like these local ponds, you're not gonna get more than a 3, 4, or 5. The own baits thing is, we'll be talking about that soon. Back to the other thing, 3, 4s, and 5s. Maybe, I mean, I've caught 6s. I've caught 5+s, almost a 7. Like, I've caught a few really good fish, but the few and far between. There are some guys occasionally catch an 8 or 9. If you go down to the James River, guys are catching 8s and 9s down there all the time. Matter of fact, they caught like 2 in one tournament I was in. Some guy caught a 8, some guy caught a 9. It was like, what the heck is happening, right? Like, and then you know what I came back in with that day? I came back with 2 12-inchers. I think I had 1.65 pounds, and somebody else caught a 9. I'm like, were we fishing the same river? I don't think we were. I think he went to another river that had bigger fish. I only caught 2 keepers all day. We did lose one good one, but it's really hit or miss. Richmond James River is your best bet for some big fish. There's a swim bait universe, like a swim bait only tournament that goes out of that James River. They just started doing called the Gathering. Dude, that is money. Pond guy in Virginia, yeah, 5.5 sounds about right. That sounds exactly spot on. 5.5. I caught a 5.5. I caught a 4.7 2 weeks ago. 5.4. Solid 3. If you go to the Potomac, you can consistently catch 3s. That's pretty decent there. So views, that's something I'm still working on myself. How to grow. What I started doing a little bit to help me grow. It really has to be like kind of organic in a sense. Like if you link up in the right group of people that watch these videos and sub and like all the time, you kind of just take off. But you got to comment on people's videos, hop into streams like you're doing now. I do a lot on Twitter where I share with different groups and everyone kind of goes through and watches different channels and that kind of thing. And then just content. It's the same thing almost with fishing, like with these pro staffs like I'm talking about. To get on a pro staff, the main goal is to focus on fishing. When you're trying to grow the YouTube, the main goal is to focus on the content. What I did when I first started my YouTube is not what you should do. I did not start my YouTube the way you should. My content was all over the place. I'd make some 2-minute videos, I'd make some 9-minute videos. I'd upload on a Wednesday, then I wouldn't upload for like 4 weeks, and then I'd upload on a Tuesday. Then I would upload at 8 in the morning, and then sometimes I'd upload at 11:30 at night. I would upload a video of me walking down the sidewalk doing in slow motion, and then I would upload a video of me catching fish. And it would be like my content. I really had no niche. I had no actual area of who I was trying to connect with. Now here lately, I'm starting to connect with more anglers. I mean, over the past like 2 or 3 years, I'm starting to connect with more anglers. Comment on different things of different people. Best way to start, get you a GoPro, take it out, film, edit on the easiest software you can. I use iMovie for all my editing on my videos. Super easy. I do it right on my phone. Put out a video. Start there. That's exact. Just get a GoPro. Matter of fact, Chance, I got you. If you don't have already, I got you. If you need a GoPro, I'll get you a GoPro Hero 4 session. You can take it. You can use it. Just give it back to me at some point in life. Take it, use it, go film your video. Put it on the chesty thing. If you need one of those, I can get you one of those. Take it, go film, have as much fun as you can, enjoy yourself. Edit it, keep it kind of 10 to 15 minutes, upload it. We ain't talking about no price. You try and do a channel, I'm gonna look out for you, man. Do your thing. Like here's the thing. I got like 6 of them, so let's just do what it is. I'll figure out how to get this to you. But dude, just take it. You are gonna need an SD card because I need my SD card. So you probably gotta get an SD card. But other than that, just take it and just go film. Do your thing, man. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. But for growing, I would say that's your best bet. And then get on like Ron said, get on all social media. Get your Instagram, Twitter. At least start with Instagram and Twitter. All right, so you're good. And if you already got one, just kind of put it to where you kind of think about, kind of brainstorm. This would be my advice to you. Brainstorm kind of where you want to go with your channel. So if you look at channels like the Googans, so they started with fishing, right? Everybody started with an individual channel talking about fishing. Now they do different things. They have a brand. They have this whole thing. They're selling products. They got merch. They got all this, that, and the third. So sometimes you'll see lunkers hunting. You'll see flare fishing. You'll see flare hunting. You'll see AP retiring. You'll see one rod fishing, or I mean, everybody's doing every different thing now because they already have a huge brand. They're all doing really well, so now they can kind of venture off in different areas. But to get to where they wanted to get to, they had to lock in on what they were doing. They kept filming. People hate them, people like them, people hate them, people like them. It don't matter. You just keep on your goal. Keep focused on your goal. Try to get to where you want to get to. But if you go back, guys, type in Andrew Flair and type in like an old video. You will see Flair sitting there like this. And I wanted to talk to you about this is a chatterbait, and sometimes you fish this through the water for bass, and then sometimes a big fish Or remember, Flair does a casting video where he shows you how to tune a bait caster, where he lets the bait fall down and then reels it back up and lets it fall down. This is how you tune a bait. You got to start somewhere, dude. Just get a video out. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. It's like when you look at that and then you look at where they're at now, these dudes have friggin' million subs with merch, getting paid on multiple streams of income. When he was a little 15-year-old that barely knew anything about what he was talking about. When him and Milliken were friends, like fishing tournaments together, having a blast before they decided to go at it with each other regarding Guggen baits and Six Sense baits, the whole deal there. Like, you got to start somewhere. Get a video, get your channel kicked off. That still kicks back into our original point talking about pro staff and that you get the channel going, you develop the name. I brainstormed my name. I actually got with a couple co-workers, friends, kind of buddies, sat down. I said, I'm trying to start a fishing channel. Let's kick around some names. They kicked around. Hey, let's try this. Let's try bass and this. Let's try bass and drum. Let's try bass and like a bunch of silly, goofy names. And then the one just hit bass and furious. I'm like, that's actually a good name. I think I'm gonna rock with that. And then I just went. That was it. Just took off from there. Because if you guys look at my channel, when I first started my channel, it was called Fishing. What was it called? Ty's Fishing Adventure. That's what my channel started. That's my first website was Ty's Fishing Adventure. So it was Ty's Fishing Adventure, and I was going to categorize my adventures going to fish for shad and for catfish and maybe for bass and whatever species I could catch. I just was going to go on an adventure and do my adventure kind of deal. Yeah, see, that's perfect because there's a lot of young guys that's fishing, and that's awesome. So if you catch that and try to come up, I mean, with the you can definitely come up with a creative name. If y'all just sit down and come up with a creative name, something that's a little bit awkward or unique or like Guggen's, like, so we all know that Guggen is a guy that comes and casts over top of you, right? Like, or lunkers or flare fishing, like these things, like some kind of, but you have to think every fishing name has probably been used by somebody. There's a reel this, hook this, there's a bunch of these things. Yeah, see, that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing for YouTube is consistency. People have to know when you're coming on, when you're doing. So for me, for these live streams, I started at like 8:30. I've been doing 9:30. Now here we are at 10. But when I do 9:30 to 10, I seem to get more people in the 9:30 to 10. So I'm usually in bed by 9:30, like I told y'all last night. I'm gonna stay up till 10. We talking, we fishing, we having fun. Let's do it. I'm gonna stay up till 10. I'll figure the rest of it out. But this is a good time. So I'll kind of just try to see if I can do short and sweet. So I rock with a couple companies. I'll just kind of go there. I had a couple pro staff that I started on, and this is the other thing too. If you're going to venture into the pro staff world, don't be afraid to end an agreement with a company. Okay, make sure you understand the pros and cons about it. If there's any fine print, like you sign something or whatever, make sure you understand the rules about it. But don't be afraid to end it with a company because you don't want to not post on your social media because you're afraid of posting with this rod because you were supposed to be using this rod. Like, don't make it where your content gets awkward and then you're afraid to post because you didn't do with this or didn't do with that. Like, these are things that Ron mentioned that makes it work now. Make sure that you it's okay to send an email that says, hey, look, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm actually going to go a different direction. I wish you guys the best of luck in the future. Make sure you do it just like you do a regular job, though. That would be my tip to you guys. Do it like a regular job. Even if it's your local buddy and he thinks you're only going to throw his square bill, cool. If you're not going to throw his square bill or you put it in the back of the box and you decide to use Megabass now and somehow you got a Megabass sponsorship or a partnership or a ambassador or pro staff, just make sure you handle your business like handling your business like you should handle your business. Don't be that guy that just all of a sudden starts posting pictures of everybody else's crankbait and not your buddies, and then you got to see him at like a cookout and be like, my bad, buddy. Just handle your business like normal. Just say, hey, look, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for the baits. I'm going to look at going a different direction now. I wish you the best of luck. If you need me to share some posts here and there, I'll be happy to continue to help you out in regards to if you got a new product. I'll let people know. If it's your friend. If it's not your friend, just cut it off. Just cut it. Don't give no false hope. But if it's your buddy, you know he just started a company, just let him know. Yeah, I'll be happy to share something here and there, but I'm not going to put it on my pages. I'm like the company. I'm going to go a different direction, but I'll help you promote something if I can. If you can. If it works, if it don't, just cut it off with your buddy too. Cut him off from bait things. Still be his friend. Still go to cookouts. Still sing Kumbaya. Y'all still have fun, but just cut him off from that part, from the business side. Just handle your business. That's all. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. Hey, Outdoors in Maryland. Appreciate you joining the stream. Appreciate it. Outdoors in Maryland. What kind of fishing do you do in Maryland outdoors? See, that's awesome. See, these are great ideas. Start your own company. That's the thing. Like I said, I'm gonna come to you soon. Probably in about a week or 2 weeks. I'm gonna come to you guys soon with the new thing that I've been working on. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun, and it's finally gonna expand this Fast and Furious deal. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep doing live streams, and I also got uploads. I uploaded a video just yesterday. I got one coming out Saturday. I got one coming out next week, next Saturday, next week, and the next Saturday. I have all those ready to go for you guys. And I'm filming regularly, so I'll have more regular videos. But I really enjoy doing the live streams. These are a lot of fun. Get to talk and have a good time and connect and get some actual honest opinion and feedback from fellow anglers. And I appreciate you guys chiming in on that. Oh boy, bass stripers and snakeheads. So I was talking about the snakeheads earlier with I put a comment on his page DC Metro called a snakehead. He told us last night he was going snakehead nighttime fishing, and he went out there and lit up the snakeheads. Man, I said, dude, catching snakeheads is where it's at. I will always catch a snakehead if it's there. I hate to catch them in a bass fishing tournament because they hit so hard, and you think you got a big one, and you got a snakehead, and then nobody wants to touch the snake. I caught one in the BFL I was in. I was in a BFL fishing with Pro Angler, right? Twitched a little fluke. Threw a fluke up on a little grass flat. Twitch, 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 twitch. Smoked by a snakehead. So I reel back. I don't know which. I reel with left or right hand. Aquia Creek. My buddy tells me last night he caught 2 decent bass in Aquia Creek. I'm headed to Aquia Creek. I'm going there ASAP. I'm going to be in Aquia Creek. So for real, I reel either hand. I reel left-handed or right-handed on both. I like to do that. It's just a thing. So I can't remember which way I set the hook, but one way or that way or this way. I'm not sure. But so I set the hook, right? Boom. The pros look and he's like, dude, I'll get the net. I'm like, oh, here we go. Because neither one of us have caught a fish all day. No fish all day. I'm reeling. I get it. Daggone snakehead, dude. I thought it was that's awesome, man. Head out there. I don't know if I can get on a night fishing deal. I may give it a try. He says it's really good. I may should try it. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not saying it ain't good. It sounds like it's great. Like I said, I'd be in bed by 9:30. Night fishing just seems like a complete mind blown for me to be up past 9:30 fishing. But I love fishing, so I may try it out. But guys, catching a snakehead in the tournament, not where it's at. Increase that VA fishing tournament and hunt and run. For me, oh yeah, I go to Aquia, I go to Leesylvania. Those are the only 2 places I've launched from. Oh, I'm sorry, Smallwood State Park. Oh, so here, Ralph Outdoors, I believe it was. We are this year. Stay tuned. We are increasing the hunting run tournament. So go back, check out your next cast, check out check out my channel, and then check out Full Armor Bassin. So the 3 of us did a tournament on hunting run, 3 boats. Major League Fishing, every fish count style. Check it out. There's videos up on all 3 of our channels from different perspectives on that tournament. We are going to expand it this year. We're going to add a few more anglers and same type of rules. We're going to do the same thing. All we did was open up like a group chat. So it depends. Fishing with Tanner, that's awesome. You got to find good deals on baits. I've got some good deals. There's a site called like Jen's Craft. There's another site out there. Mudhole Tackle even has some stuff. I got a video coming out about that soon too. You look out for that. If you can find a site that gives you the deals on the stuff to make the lures, and then you add your own special touch to it, perfect. Good idea to. So here's the thing. I personally have never watched a hunting video, and I hope I don't lose some of you because I say that. I've never watched a hunting video. I never will watch a hunting video. I have no desire to watch a hunting video at all. I also have never watched I've watched like 3 catfish fishing videos. I do not watch catfishing videos. I am the unique person of my own. I do not watch any of those. I will not. If I see that you caught a catfish in the video, if it's a big catfish in the middle of bass, yeah, see, you're familiar with those. If it's a big catfish in the middle of bass, I will watch it because there's bass before and bass after. But I am one of the few people, or maybe there's lots of us, that only watch bass fishing, snook fishing. That's it. I really only want, and tarpon. Sorry, I like bass, I like snook, and I like tarpon. That's it. And stripers. But there are other channels and there's other people out there besides me. I'm only one person. I'm not gonna get you 4,000 hours. Like it's just me. There's other people that like to see all kinds of fish catches, like every kind of fish catches. So it's actually a great idea because you widen your net, but at the same time you want to make sure that you still get like a niche because it's very true. A lot of catfish guys do not want to see. I do not. A lot of bass fishing guys do not want to see catfish. I do not want to see a catfish. When I get a catfish coming in the tournament, I want to chuck him across the river. I'm not going to do that because I'm nice. I'm going to drop him back in the water like normal. But I do not want to see catfish. Yeah, see, so if you do that, if you do an outdoor channel, you expand it, that's cool. There's no problem with that. That's actually great. It expands your net. You got a lot of people that can tune into your videos. Some people can watch your catfish videos, some people can watch your bass videos, some people can watch your crappie videos. It's not a bad idea at all. I'm just one of the weird ones that only like to see a certain thing. And I'll explain. The only reason why I like to see a certain thing is because I am trying to become move from the next level to bass fishing. Understanding how all fishing works really helps you when it comes to catching bass because every species is different. They do different kind of things, and knowing about all of them kind of help you. But oh yeah, see, that's cool. I mean, you can do that. But like I said, for mine, I'm only trying to watch bass because I only want to catch bass and I want to learn and get better at catching bass. I don't need to watch anybody hunting or anybody catching a catfish. That is not going to help me become a better bass fisherman. And I just don't want to see it. I don't. But that's what I said with my channel. I started my channel. I was catching this, catching that. Once I found something that I was really passionate about and really enjoyed, that's when I started to finally see because I'm making videos and content that I actually want to see. I want to film. Like I want to go out. I want to go out and catch a 6-pound bass. I want to catch a 9-pound bass. I want to catch a 10-pound bass. I don't ever want to see a 10-pound catfish. Like never. I never want to see a 10-pound. I don't even want to see it. Like I told you guys the other night about catching that big carp. I don't want to catch no carp. That means I did something wasn't done properly. Carp, get the heck away from my line. The thing about catfish, no, catfish hit bass lures all day. That's what they do. So if you're fishing, you'll get some catfish when you're trying to catch some bass. Matter of fact, that happened to me as well in the BFL. The boater pitches up underneath the dock, gets bit, and it's like, oh, got a big one, got a good one, and it was a catfish. I pitched up underneath the dock, caught a 2-pounder, like it was a bass, that is, and I weigh in 2-pound bass, while he's over here trying to not get the catfish to stab him, and then trying to get the chatterbait out the catfish mouth. I flip in there and catch a 2-pound bass. So yeah, hey, you do whatever you feel like you want to do, man. That's the benefit of YouTube. It's your channel. You do however you feel like you want to do, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just do. Hey, go for it. That's the thing I say about YouTube. I say it for fishing. Like if you get out there and you don't even want to catch fish, you just want to do a vlog about eating English muffins. Just do it. Matter of fact, I got some right here. You know, matter of fact, I could probably do an English muffin vlog. Let me show you guys. Look at this. This is my English muffins. I could tell you about my English muffins. I could start a vlog about English muffins. And I could be the next best, biggest thing on YouTube talking about English muffins. Right? Like, why not? Why not? I got 4 different things right here. The honey wheat ones are delicious. Add strawberries and bananas. The 100-calorie ones are supposedly a little bit better for you. But here, you guys want to know the facts? 100-calorie one has 170 milligrams of sodium. The one that looks like it's not as good has 180. So you tell me what's the difference. You tell me what's the difference. This one has dietary fiber of 1. This has dietary fiber of 8. So I'm going to get more fiber from this one. And this one, they add sugar on the back end. You know, I can't believe they add sugar on the back end of this English muffin. Y'all see what I just did? I just started a vlog about English muffins. And I lost subscribers already. See? So that's why I say I focus on what I focus on and what I know what I'm doing. Because I'm just telling you. Yeah, so if you do all of it, yeah, exactly. That way, if you go out and you don't catch a 10-pound bass, you can definitely still make a video, make content, have something to upload because you have that broad following. You've got a lot of people. You can definitely kind of work and cater to different things. So I will say that to kind of wrap things up here for the pro staff part. So I definitely say pro staff focus on catching fish. As you catch fish and as you do better and as you build your social media and your platforms, you'll start to notice where you have a little bit more influence, a little bit more say. Companies might reach out to you. If I showed you guys my DM box on Instagram, from how many companies hit me up and saying, hey, love your content, love to have you rep our brand, we'll give you 10% off. hey, love your content, love to have you rep our brand. How many emails I get from companies that want me to demonstrate their real retrieving device, their real spooling line device. If I showed you guys my DM box, you'd be like, huh, that's interesting. Yeah, the companies are out there. If they see and you're doing shoe companies, I mean, all kinds of companies, guys, like, exactly. Make it worth my while, and I'll show somebody your real spool. But for 20%, the real spool ain't but $10. I'm gonna save $2. Now every dime hurts. Every dime helps, right? Bill Gates didn't be a billionaire by giving up $2 here and there. Like, but at the same time, yeah. See, that's the thing. Most of them won't do that. They give you a discount code for yours, but they won't give you that where you can share. That's what some of people's gripes that they're not getting the code or not a big enough of a discount for people to share. Some of them do. Some companies know how to do it right and they get pro staff regularly. They don't have a problem finding people. Some companies don't. They're still learning. They mess up, and that's when you see these bad relationships because people just they're not running it right and they're getting people to do X, Y, and Z and it just don't work out. So for pro staff, do it. Enter at your own risk. I'll say understand what you're getting into. It is an agreement with that company. If I get on a big stage and I'm sitting there throwing a Strike King jig and I'm supposed to be repping Omega jig, people at Omega know that I'm not throwing Omega. When I see the picture, they don't see their particular thing. They know I'm not throwing their product. There's no point in them working with me if I'm going to get on a big stage and throw somebody else's stuff. So you want to make sure if you're going to sign up, you're going to reach out to these companies, make sure it's something that you believe in. That's only my only thing. Yeah, see, Wicked Weights, I haven't heard of Wicked Weights. I'm Wu Tungsten. So, matter of fact, I'll give you mine now since I got the thing. Omega Custom Tackles for my jigs. Wu Tungsten is for my weights. TRC Covers is for my rod covers. Favorite Fishing is for my rods. And Liquid Mayhem is for my scent. And I'm pretty sure I have one more, so my apologies on that. But that's what I have. But I throw Omega jigs. I fish with favorite rods. Wu Tungsten I always have tied on for my Texas rigs. TRC is always protecting my covers. And Liquid Mayhem is just scent. You add it. Yes, too, because they'll send you stuff. Some of these companies, like they want that review of their product. Now, don't be surprised if you give them that honest review and say their stuff is a piece of junk. That they're probably not going to put you on their post. they're probably not going to email you again. But that's what they want. That's what they need. That's what these companies need because they put out crap, and if don't nobody tell them it's crap, when it gets in the hand of somebody that's going to tell them it's crap, it's usually too late by then, and they need to know that like upfront getting into this crap. I did that with a guy. I did that with a company. They reached out to me. They said, "Here's my product." I went out. I put it on. I fished it. I fished it. I fished it. I don't think I've shared the story with anyone. I fished it. I fished it. I fished it. Um, it didn't quite work like I thought. Exactly. If it's junk, I don't need another email from you. Please lose my number, right? Like, don't send me that crap. You wasted my time and yours. But thank you. Have a good day. It all goes back to we'll still be professional. Thank you. I left an honest review. I appreciate you contacting me. I won't be using your product anymore. I left an honest review. That's it. Thank you. Have a good day. But the company. So I fished it. Something happened when I fished it. I'm not going to elaborate just because I don't know if I'm still working this deal out here. But something happened with it. I sent a picture to the gentleman that had the thing. I sent it to him. I said, "Hey, here's the picture." I was like, "This happened, but I think it was a freak accident. I don't think it happened. I landed like 20 fish on it. Everything was fine. I don't know what happened with this one." He was like, "Don't share that picture with anyone." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You asked me for honest thing. I'm telling you an honest thing." I didn't think about what I sent. I didn't quite realize the extent of what I was trying to say at this particular time, at this moment, because I just kind of started. I didn't realize that my one picture could possibly derail the whole future of the company. Um, but oh well, he asked me for it, so I sent it to him and I told him. The company's still doing well today. They're still doing fine. I'm pretty sure they fixed the kinks and whatever was wrong. I told him it was probably user error because I had never used a product before. I didn't quite know it worked really well, but then this happened, and I was like, but I was honest with them, and they honestly said not to share the picture and didn't give me any more stuff, and we honestly ain't been that cool from that point on. It is what it is. Honesty is appreciated, but at the same time, it may just not get you a call back. But like Ron said, do you want a call back from some junk? You don't. So you move on to the next thing. So for me, Again, pro staff, like I said, just be cautious, understand what you're getting into, or just be pro staff for everybody. Just get all your 20% off, go through life like a wild man and whatever, or be more strategic, get it done the way that if you're trying to grow it. That's the thing. If you're trying to grow it, you're trying to build a name for yourself, a brand, a respect, get people to understand who you are, what you bring to the table. Just make sure you handle your business the way you need to handle your business. Um, Focus mostly on catching fish and then fishing these events where people can actually see your stats. You need something where you can build a resume. Build a resume, get an actual sheet, an actual resume of your accomplishment. If you finish second in that club derby, make sure that you put that you finished second. Keep a record of your weight, keep a record of where it was at. These things, build your own resume. That way you have this where you can send off to these companies. If you beat your buddies in a local tournament, I mean that you all organize yourself, make sure you show that on your YouTube so they can at least see that you know how to fish. They can check out your channel, they can see you know how to fish, that you're at least doing something. But you gotta have these things. You want to come to the table with X, Y, and Z. That way they don't see you coming and give you 5% off and have you be like, yay, 5%. It's more than nothing. And share their products all across the world, and they're like, huh, you're saving 5%. We already marked it up X%. You're literally saving nothing, and you're giving us all free promotion. Thank you, Demi. Okay. Oh, okay. No problem. I'm trying. I'm trying to shout us out. I want us all to grow. I want us all to do well. So don't be that guy that I mean, you're super excited. You're just in fishing, and then you reach out to this pro staff, and they see you coming a mile away. They give you the cheapest thing in the world. You're just happy to do it. Uh, try to build something and then go to these companies with a serious conversation and try to get yourself a reasonable amount of savings, or where they sending you some stuff. But you can't ask for them to send you stuff when you just started Instagram yesterday and have 10 followers. Unless you just started yesterday and have 10 followers, but then the last week you won the Bassmaster Classic. You just so happen to just get your Instagram going after you won the Classic. That's different. If you just fished the Club Derby and finished in 30th place, just started Instagram and only have 10 followers, get your fishing skills up first. Then go talk to these companies and come to the room with something to say. It's just like you're dating, guys. Like, seriously, guys and ladies, it's like you're dating. If you're broke, busted, and disgusted, and you go approach a lady who has money and has a job, more than likely she's probably not going to want to talk to you, right? Like, understand what you're doing. But if you come to the table with a nice car, you look good, you got a good job, you go talk to her, she's got a good job, you guys are here. Let's grow together. Not me trying to bail you out every week. So anyways, sorry, I got off on a little bit of tangent there, but that's all I'm saying. This is for the tips. I'll probably have to do a part 2 to this because I didn't get to the other part of this whole deal that I wanted to kind of discuss in this one, because we had some great questions and some awesome people in the stream, and I appreciate you guys coming back. I'm gonna probably do it again tomorrow night. We've already dedicated to Chance and some fishing spring fishing tips. We're gonna talk about spring fishing. We'll get some tips from you guys on some spring fishing. I want to share some of my spring fishing tips that I've learned from the years and that I've picked up and acquired. We'll talk some spring fishing. The following night, we'll go back into pro staffs and we'll get to the second part of this deal, because there's a whole another part I want to get to that we didn't even get to tonight, and we're already 40 some minutes in. So I want to get to that. Also, too, just letting everyone know that there will be a giveaway on YouTube when I get to 1,500 subscribers. I'm already working on the 5,000 follower giveaway on Instagram, and then I'm going to add to that a live stream giveaway. So for people that are in the live stream, I'm going to do a giveaway specifically for people that's coming to the live stream. So I see the support, I see who's popping in. I'm going to try to do a giveaway, try to make it worth your while, but I'm going to do a live stream giveaway as well in the thing. And I'm going to reach out to some of my sponsors and see if we can put this together for a live stream giveaway, because I appreciate y'all tuning into these streams, man. This is awesome. It's such a fun time for me, and I hope it's fun for you guys. But I'm going to do a live stream giveaway as well, in addition to what I'm already doing. Yes, okay. Oh, well, man, the topics are coming. Crankbaits is my money. I love crankbaits. I got a ton of them. We can definitely talk about crankbaits. Yes, hit that thumbs up, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you're in here. I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up. So, we got a couple streams that we'll end up talking about. Try to get Chance's GoPro so he can get some filming going. Y'all check him out. Chance, he's coming. He's working. He's got some ideas. He's coming. Fishing with Tanner might expand his deal, so be sure to keep an eye on him. Fishing with Tanner, Ron, got some great kayak gear, and he's about to get it in. And Ron's got other stuff going on too, so be sure to check out Ron. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I know we talk about a couple things here. We kind of jump and jump and jump, but I think that's awesome because a lot of people have different questions, different things, and we want to make sure we catch them all. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with it except for when you gotta store it somewhere and you're a little limited on the space on the storing. But either way, guys, I appreciate everyone tuning in the stream. I appreciate it. I've got a video I released yesterday just catching some fish. Oh, for the giveaway rules. So for the giveaway rules for my YouTube channel, you have to comment on one of my videos starting with yesterday's video. So comment on yesterday's video or on any video that I post from now until the giveaway happens, until 1500. So pretty much yesterday's video and any video until I get to 1500. As long as you comment on one of them, you will be entered in this giveaway for the 1500 subscribers. So just comment on, pick any video starting with yesterday's video, and yesterday being 3/9, March 9th. Any video starting from March 9th to any of the next 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos I post. Comment on one of them. Any comment. I don't care what your comment is. Just comment on them and you'll be entered to win. So I appreciate everyone for tuning into the stream. You guys are awesome. My Fast and Furious friends. You guys rock. Thank you for commenting. I just want to throw out a quick disclaimer. I will not tell you where I'm fishing at. I will not share exact locations of where I'm fishing at. Okay, sorry about that. I appreciate that, Maddox. I appreciate that. I am not going to share the exact location. I apologize. I got to throw that out there. I'm not going to share the exact location because it's public place. So I'll either say the name and just look it up, or if it's a private pond, I got access to it and I asked the person to fish the private pond. I know where it's at, and they pretty much told me not to tell anyone about it. So I probably shouldn't even have put it on YouTube. My bad. But I already did. It's too late. I'm not going to take it back down now. But public places. I mostly fish public places. Awesome, you guys connecting in the stream. That's awesome, guys. That is also awesome in the stream. Hold on, I'm gonna try to do my best island life. Hold on. Y'all check me out. Don't let them know though, because I'm not even close to trying to do my island life fishing, y'all. I can't. The island life. I don't got the gains. I'm nowhere near island life fishing. I can't get there, guys. I can't get there. We'll see. I appreciate you guys. Fast and Furious. I'm signing off, guys. Island Life, shouts out to you. He's in the gym. He's working hard. Island Life, shouts out to you, man. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So you guys are awesome, Fast and Furious friends. I'll catch you on the next one. Check me out tomorrow night. We'll be in there. True. I use that's the hand. Look, that's this hand. That's for pitching. That's for pitching. That's all day. Pitch, reel, pitch. That gets a lot of work on the pitching. Peace, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Fast and Furious. I'm out.